Good morning and welcome to the Safety Net series broadcast. This week we are featuring partner agency Ozanam Charitable Pharmacy. Cherie Archer is joining us. We are happy to have her. And before we do start our conversation, we want to make sure and thank our sponsors for all they do for us and for our partners and for the community at large. Good morning.
Good morning, Leslie. How are you doing this
I am
morning?
well. How are you?
Doing good, doing good.
So we managed a little technical difficulties, but we are in.
We are in.
So tell me about Ozanam. What is it that you guys do?
Well, Ozanam is celebrating our 25th year this year.
Oh my.
We've been dispensing medications since 1998. So we've been here for a minute. What we do is our mission is very simple and proven. Uh, we provide medication, life-sustaining medication for uninsured individuals. These are individuals who make too much money for Medicaid, and they make too little money to afford the premiums for the affordable health care. So our patients run the gamut as far as life. Usually it's life that puts our patients in the position that they're in. Some are homeless, some work 2 and 3 jobs, some are disabled. So some are in between jobs. So we are a true medication safety net for Mobile, Baldwin, Escambia, and Washington counties.
That's quite a footprint. And
Yeah.
how many patients would you say that equals?
We serve 1,316 patients. Last year, we provided over 20,000 prescriptions with a retail value of over $3 million. Now, that $3 million, Leslie, is the exact amount that patient would have had to pay in
Mhm.
a traditional pharmacy.
So you are located downtown, and on staff you have medical professionals, or are they mostly volunteers?
We have a combination. We
Okay.
are a truly volunteer-driven organization, but we do have professional staff as well, which includes about we have one full-time supervising pharmacist. We have 3 PRN pharmacists, and then we have 2 volunteer pharmacists. We also have volunteer pharmacy technicians, and we have one part-time pharmacy technician on staff, and they're all in charge of dispensing the medication.
Mhm.
We also have 2 patient assistants, manager and coordinator on staff. What they do is they call the pharmaceutical companies and get the high dollar medications donated to the patients, like your insulins, like your Tracebas, which would cost roughly $400 to $500 a month for the patient to purchase. That's what would happen if Ozanam wasn't in place. And then we are a teaching organization as well. We provide rotations for fourth-year pharmacy students on their last leg to becoming pharmacists.
That's wonderful.
Mhm.
What would you say is your greatest need right now?
Our greatest need really is we need a building. We've been in this space now since 2016, and because we are growing, we need another 1,000 square feet in space.
Mhm.
But other than that, we always need funding to purchase medication. We have to purchase over $100,000 in medication each year. And that's complemented by we have wonderful national partners like Direct Relief and Dispensary of Hope that helps us to get that medication. We try to keep our cost in medication down by having those sponsorships, but we always need funds for that.
Mhm.
We need funds. We need volunteers to help us with our special event. We have a premier special event in June, jazz extravaganza, and we need help with that always. It has so many moving parts to it, from a silent auction to a raffle, wine pool. So we need help with that.
Is that listed in Volunteer Connect?
It will be.
Okay. I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna put the website up for folks that can find um can find that volunteer opportunity to help you guys out, because that was actually going to be my next question
Mhm.
is do you have opportunities for folks that are not highly skilled in the medical field or in the pharmacy field? So you do need
Yes.
just
Yeah.
regular people too.
Yes, we do. We really do.
um so what else have you got coming up?
Well, some big news is
Mhm.
through one of our partners, Direct Relief International, we secured a grant award in the amount of $250,000. And it's a 2-year grant. This year we received 128,000. And one of our biggest challenges as a pharmacy, we were only open 4 days a week, uh,
Mhm.
Monday through Thursday from 9 to 2:30. We did not open on a Friday, and that was basically because of expenses. With this grant from Direct Relief, we're able to now, and we are now, as of this month, open Fridays from 9 to 1. And so we're able to dispense, we're able to, patients are able to drop off their medication. So that's a big milestone for Ozanam, in our 25th year, being able to expand our hours and our days a week. So, we're happy to start receiving patients anytime they need us now. So they won't have to go a long weekend before Monday to get their medication. And in addition to that, we are starting our nutrition prescription program where we're providing our patients with fresh produce and with education and workshops. So each month we'll have patients receiving fresh produce and also instructions on how that fresh produce will make a difference in their, uh, dealing with diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, and so forth.
That's wonderful. um so how does one become a client? Do they need a referral from somewhere? Do they just show up?
Well, the way,
How would you recommend somebody that's looking for,
yes,
for assistance?
I would recommend that they call Ozanam at 251-432-4111.
Mhm.
Do that. Also, they can go online. We have our formulary, the medications we carry online, but
Okay.
still also call to see if we have that medication. The way Ozanam work is we partner with so many different other organizations, and a lot of them are United Way organizations as well.
Mhm.
Salvation Army, Mobile Community Action. So we partner with Mobile County Health Department, all of the hospitals. So if a patient is discharged from a hospital and they need medication, they need to let the social worker know so that they can refer them out to the community. 211, call 211 and they'll get us in touch. So if you don't already have, like if you're with the health department, we have a caseworker there who will actually certify that patient on our behalf.
Oh,
If
good.
you're with Providence Outreach out in the bayou, we actually have volunteers from Providence who will certify that patient for us and help that patient get their medication. If you're in Baldwin County, we work with 5 agencies in Baldwin County: Ecumenical Ministries, Alabama Public Health. If you're in Washington County, we work with Alabama Public Health up there. If you're in Escambia County, we work with the Escambia County Health Department. So, but the best thing to do is to call us to see if you're already like at Franklin. Franklin has people there who will certify on our behalf.
Okay.
So, and then of course, healthcare for the homeless will certify all of our homeless individuals.
Sure. So it sounds like a good number of them are referrals, but
Yes,
people
yes,
can reach out on their own
yes, they
if
can. And 211 is
the
it's
best
an
way.
easy call.
Awesome. Do you have any final thoughts that you'd like to share before we call it a week?
Well, I'd like to thank all of our partners, for doing the work that they do because we couldn't exist. It takes a whole village to dispense one pill.
Sure.
And so, from the pharmacy students to, our donors to United Way, thank you for all that you do for us.
Well, we appreciate you, and you guys provide an invaluable service to the community. You have a very unique position in the community safety net, so we're grateful to have you. I'm going to put up our sponsor graphic one more time so that we can be sure and thank our sponsors for all that they do. And we look forward to seeing everyone next week. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank
And everyone
you.
have a great rest of their day.
Thank you, Leslie. Take care.
You do the same.
Okay.